Can I start?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Question and answers.
Question and answers. Welcome to How to Get Wet When You're Dry, a show about love and lust without the liquor.
Don't even do that, Dave.
We are going to answer all of your... Oh, fucking hell, Ollie. Say it again. You send in your questions, and we are going to give those questions answers. Morally speaking, I am not going to allow myself to be the person to do that. Since I said we, let's welcome Sally O'Sullivan. Please tell us about who you are, Sally.
Thank you. I am Sally O'Sullivan. I'm a UKCP accredited therapist. I work with individuals and couples. I have specialisms in addictions and compulsion, and specifically work with sex addiction.
And she's my friend.
And I'm your friend. And you're my friend.
We're friends. All right, let's get into it with the first question. And if your heart desires, you can get your questions into us on Instagram at WetWhenDryPod. I enunciated so they would understand.
Great. Perfect.
Let's do this.
Let's go.
Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
Yeah. Because you're a very classy lady, I thought that we needed to get you a snack to match.
Thank you.
So we have some tasties here today.
Great.
Some
kind of pink waffles.
Some pink tasties.
Pink tasties.
Would you like one?
I might hold off.
Okay.
Just for a moment, but they look delicious.
Okay. Suit yourself. So the first question, should addicts date other addicts?
That's a good question.
Isn't it just?
That's a good question. Do you date addicts or do you date civilians?
Who, me?
Well, yeah. Why don't we start with you?
So I had an addict moment where I like to date other addicts in recovery, but now I date civilians. But never say never.
Never say never. Addicts together can be tricky, I think, but they do understand each other on some level. So, yes, but you can get some unusual people in recovery, and it's hard. It's hard. You have to do your due diligence on it.
You do. I feel like there's an expression, the odds are good, but the goods are odd.
Exactly.
So
exactly. And we have our own oddity. But yeah.
What do you think it is? Because I feel like there is a pull to other addicts.
Yeah.
What is that and why?
I think a lot of people would describe that as the trauma bond, that we see each other's wound, that we respond to each other's wound. And that can be amazing, but also it can be problematic. If it's all about the wound and people haven't done the work or they're not very grown up, you can have two kids flailing around.
Do you have an opinion on it, though, for a preference for yourself?
I'd prefer to date an addict in the room than outside the rooms. Yeah.
Oh, me too. God. I think
Yeah.
I'd really struggle to date somebody who was still drinking.
But you can find it's interesting because I think people in recovery are attracted to people with these anomalies, and whether it's not the substance or the obvious kind of behaviors, there could be kind of sexual or acting out and things like that. That can happen quite often.
Acting out is so fun. At the beginning, now I don't find it fun anymore, which is deeply unsettling and sad. Okay, so actually this kind of ties into it. I prefer my girlfriend when she was drinking and feel awful about it. What should I do?
Get yourself another girlfriend who'll go into recovery for you. I mean, how can you answer that?
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
But, okay, right. My personal theory is that if it really bothers you that someone isn't drinking, you're an alcoholic.
I think yes and no. I think when the girlfriend stops drinking initially, she'll be really controlling. She'll be really kind of crazy because she's actually stopped drinking if she has had a real drinking issue. But, that will calm down over time. But it's like saying, I preferred my girlfriend when she was really self-destructive. Did you really like her, or do you just like self-destructive women you can rescue?
Boom. You hear that? Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Do you think that we should date in early sobriety?
No.
Do you think that we're going to do it anyway?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. You have so many crushes. Everybody's fabulous. Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
I think you put down one thing and you take up something else.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Yeah. So you're just wandering around these rooms with all that potentiality of madness, and you're just getting crushes left, right, and center.
What happens in order for us to grow out of that? I like to think, I mean, you know everything about my love life. God bless Sally. But I like to think I've grown out of that. Well, that sounded like I haven't.
Yeah, never say never.
Never say never.
I think experience. I think experience, and I don't know, that phrase, you don't want to shit where you eat, really. Yeah.
Why is pooing on your doorstep just so good also?
Well, I think early on, anything to distract you from yourself is fabulous. It's just so great. And you make such great friendships. And, you're so emotional and so open. So I really get it. But I think after a few rounds, you kind of go, maybe not.
Maybe not.
Yeah, he's gorgeous, but maybe I'll just leave him there.
Yeah, perhaps I'm not going to date the addicty man who eats a whole chicken and a whole bag of frozen chips every night in his bathrobe while his balls hang out.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe I won't do that.
That sounds very attractive.
Tale as old as, like,
personal.
It's just a saying I've heard out and about. Nothing to do with me whatsoever. So you've obviously been sober for a really long time. Do you remember any of your early sobriety destructing dating moments? Did you have any?
Oh, yeah.
Are you allowed to tell me more?
Not really.
Okay. Well, can we still keep that bit in? We learn from experience, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone has their own.
Everyone has their own. Okay. So this is like a more serious write-in. So I came off the coil because we were definitely going to try for a baby now that I'm a few years into not drinking. Then he decided we weren't emotionally stable enough as a couple, and now he withdraws during sex like he's a Victorian ghost who's just remembered propriety. I feel cheap, rejected, and like I made a huge decision based on a fantasy version of our relationship. How do I have the grown-up conversation this clearly needs without bursting into tears or throwing a shoe?
Yeah, that is really difficult because I don't know what the emotional instability is that he is referencing. She's not feeling it in the same way. Yeah, that is complex, but it's quite rejecting if that was what was agreed and what was discussed and everybody was moving in that direction and she got sober and removed the coil and suddenly he's having doubts. But, quite often people in recovery, and maybe their partners aren't great at intimacy or great at conversations. So maybe he's terrified. Maybe a couples therapist, that they both sit down and actually trash it out. I can understand why she is really so hurt, but obviously he's very fearful as well. So
if you're looking for a couples therapist, Sally's number will pop up on the screen right now. I found having difficult conversations really, really hard. Well, in the past, actually, I never even thought about it because I would just blow something up, or someone else would blow something up. And then in recovery, I kind of had to learn how to have tricky discussions.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still learning, but is that something that gets easier with more sobriety time, or even like as you get older?
I think it gets easier with more sobriety time and as you get older, that you don't fly off the handle in the same way. You can contain yourself emotionally and say, what is going on here? Why do I feel this way? You can maybe discuss it with some friends. And that's one of the things that's good about therapy. You've practiced discussions in safe environments, so you can actually unpack what you think and reconfigure it, and you can have the conversation either with your partner there or, on your own.
Yeah. Something that came up for me when we were going through this question is the sense of rejection. So something that I personally find tricky because I wasn't really thinking about sex when I was drinking. I mean, I was having it, but I wasn't it wasn't something that I was like, because I wasn't really conscious. But if I feel sexually rejected, because you know me, like I'm feral. Like I have an appetite.
Yeah, you certainly do.
I really do. Sorry, I just remembered something you said to me. But so I was in a relationship not so long ago where I was hungrier than this person was. And it made me feel rejected. I tried to hide it, but you probably also know I'm not great at hiding it. And he felt that, and he felt like, I think, upset, hurt. How do you go about that? Because I feel like you're in sobriety, you're hypersensitive.
Yeah.
Generally. Like it feels like you're missing a layer of skin at times. I mean, I'll speak for myself. How do you bypass that? Because sexual rejection for me just feels...
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we go back to the question, that question isn't necessarily about sexual rejection. It's about someone who's frightened to commit to having a child. So that's a different phenomena happening there. I think in that particular instance, if possible, the woman has to kind of realize that she needs to be, even though she's feeling very wounded, she needs to be a little bit adult and, you know, kind of address what her partner's fear of intimacy is. Because that's what it is. It's fear of intimacy and fear of commitment. He still wants to have sex with her. He's still penetrating her.
I love that
but
word.
then he's withdrawing, you know, and that is so he still desires her. So it's not a sexual rejection, but it's a rejection of a future commitment to a family with her. And that's the important issue.
I mean, that would upset me also.
That would upset you also.
That would upset me also.
And I think it's in your situation, it's really important to remember that people have different, you know, levels of sexual desire. Some people are very sexual and some people are less sexual. They express their affection and love in different ways. And so it's very hard to have it absolutely equal in a relationship. And it's not rejection.
I know, it's just...
It
I
just
want
feels,
my way.
it feels you want your toy.
I want my toy. Do you think addicts, do we have a higher sex drive?
I would say you have sexual anorexics who completely avoid sex at all times. And then, you know, and that's the deprivation end. And the other end is like hypersexual.
Let's go to the other end of the scale.
Yeah.
Why do you think sexual anorexia exists so much within the addict community?
Fear. I think fear of intimacy, fear of vulnerability, and a need to try and control is very key in that to control or protect. It's a very particular position. And, you know, sexual anorexia and hypersexuality coincide. You know, people just flip from one to the other. You know, they don't go down the middle path.
Do you think I'm in the middle path?
I'd say you're in the middle path.
Do you think?
I do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
And then why
I
do
think
you...
you have a healthy approach to sex.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're
I've
welcome.
actually, that I really appreciate.
Yeah.
You heard it here.
Yeah, you
first.
like men. You like
I
men.
do like...
You do,
you
and
know,
you like sex. Yes.
I do. You know, I understand when people say that dating sucks or this or that. Like, I really, really get it. You know, you've gone through my Hinge profile with me, and sometimes it is just... But I do love dating.
Yeah.
And sex. And, you know...
Yeah, and you're a good dater.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're a good dater.
Thank you.
It's all right.
Okay.
Look at us. Okay. All right. Okay, so this one we have here is... I'm just going to read it because I don't really have words. And it's so long that I've actually had to print out another piece of paper. All right. Went on a date, and I was set up, by the way, and I was like, are you taking the piss? When she, you know. He was quite a wealthy guy, but he took me to Vapiano's. Are you familiar with Vapiano's?
I am.
And Vapiano's is the most awkward date because you have to queue up for your food while you're holding your tray.
Yeah, it's not a great start.
And it gets better. He was on a tag for beating up a police officer.
Okay.
But he was not giving beat up police officer vibes.
Right.
You know those vibes. You're familiar with those ones?
Yeah.
We had to pull over because his social worker called him. We go to Vapiano's, ordered our food, and that's when he was like, what are you looking for? And I hate that question because I'm in my early 20s. And he ended up pulling a paper list of what he likes in a woman. And it was like a tick list. So questions were, can you cook? He then said, don't worry if you can't. It's not a problem. I can get my mom to teach you. Do you want to work when you have babies? Because I don't want to be with someone who does that when she has kids.
Who works when she has
Yeah.
kids. Yeah.
God
okay.
fucking forbid.
Right.
Do you know how to cook roast potatoes?
Okay.
Would you get your, he mimed it, after you have your kids?
Would you get heavy?
Would you get your boobs done?
Or would you get them lifted?
Like, yeah. Would you get your boobs done?
Yeah.
But he said he'd pay for it.
Okay.
Not all men.
Right.
Do you want to breastfeed? Because I want my children to be breastfed.
Okay.
How many kids do you want? Then she said that she just doesn't really know. And he went, oof, and crossed something off the list.
Okay.
I went along with this because by this point I was living for the content and doing it for my girls' WhatsApp group. I'm kind of here for the fact that he's also done with dating and knows what he wants. I wonder how many dates he's been on though and just thought, I'm fucking over this, and was like, I'm just going to write a list and say what I want. I basically went for an interview that day. Should I have stopped him? The thing is, we all do it to a degree. Dating apps are a bit box ticky. What's the line between knowing what you want and being roast potato man?
Yeah. I mean, he could have just said, I'm looking for a trad wife who will have a breast lift after she's had the babies.
Apparently he has a trad wife now.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah. So it's transactional. I hope she can roast potatoes.
What do you think? Okay, so we've spoken about the box ticky stuff together before.
Yeah, we have indeed.
We aren't fans.
No.
Is that fair for me to say?
That is absolutely fair.
Do you think this is something that is getting worse? I look at dating app bios, and the thing that sends me over the edge is when they're like, I'll fall for you if you are this, if you are that, da-da-da. And you know when they're saying if you're active, they just mean you're not fat.
Right.
Do you know what?
Yeah,
And I'm not being dramatic.
Yeah.
Why?
Why do they do that?
Yeah. Do you think it's getting worse because of dating apps?
I think it is, yeah. But and because of social media, because everything is so visual, and there's almost a kind of idea of how things should be because we've seen it on TV. So I think people have an idea. None of it's emotional. None of it is intimate. It's all, if you live this kind of life, if you look this kind of way, if you have this kind of job.
Yeah.
It's just factual stuff around, and of course some factual stuff is important. But
Yeah.
roast potatoes.
Roast potatoes.
Yeah.
It's not important.
It's not as important.
No.
Yeah.
So what is the line between knowing what you want and then being a dickhead?
I think it kind of, maybe it closes down your options in some way. Maybe it's some way of trying to control. I mean, nobody needs to write about a woman being active because they can see her photos. They'll know if she's active or not.
Yeah.
On Hinge. So that's maybe they just want to have an idea of what they want. I don't think people really know what they want.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Are addicts better or worse at that?
Totally worse.
Okay, I would love to hear your, obviously, we can't generalize, but what do you think, like the different types of addict daters? What do you think, like some of those traits are, because when someone says to me, oh yeah, like addicty, I know exactly what that means. But if anyone's listening who isn't, or if anyone is an addict and kind of wants to...
And they
don't know. Or they're like, surprise!
Or they're with one.
Yeah. Or they like want to see themselves through like a particular addict dating category.
Yeah.
Like who's who, if you will.
Right. Yeah.
What are like the different addicty traits when it comes to love and lust?
Yeah. Oh, between love and lust.
Yeah.
Well, I think the lust one is really quite easy. That will be the love bomb.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I think most of the lust ones, that it's the love bomb. And when you're being love bombed,
Oh, so we love it.
I mean, I think everybody loves it. But, it also has a kind of unnatural kind of feeling. You feel a bit out of control and it's all very exciting and you're imagining a future and you're the center of the universe.
Yeah.
And then the attention gets pulled away from you and you're totally deflated.
And why is it that we like that? Well, I don't
I think
anymore,
everybody
but-
loves, but I think a lot of people love the attention. So you kind of, it can be a feature of addict dating.
It's like a drug, isn't it?
It is. It's like you bombard someone until they kind of need you, and then you pull away.
Yeah.
It's usually the MO on that.
I used to love it so much. But is it bad that I also just generally want someone to be obsessed with me in a healthy way?
I obsessed and healthy are kind of two different positions.
I want someone to be obsessed with me.
Okay.
It's
Obsessed.
obsessed.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that okay?
Well,
Is that addicty?
wouldn't you? Wouldn't you like someone to have their own kind of really great life that
yes.
you go out with?
It's
Yeah,
good-
and them be really into you.
Yes.
But what happens
Yes.
when the relationship gets going and eventually everyone stops being obsessed? You know, you kind of almost have to go back to yourself at some point.
Yes.
You know, and then
Yes.
how do you navigate that?
So basically, they can't win because if they're too obsessed, it puts me off. If they're not obsessed enough, it puts me off.
Yeah.
But I am healthy and functioning. I assure you that.
You are absolutely healthy and functioning.
What are the other addicty dating profiles?
Dating styles. I mean, I think, you know, a lot of addicts have great kind of, you know, have great charm and great way of picking up the nuances
True.
and kind of the wheedling in to
Gotcha.
your wheedling into your affections, you know. And it is a little bit of a maneuver, but there's a lot of guys in recovery who are kind of like that.
I feel like we're good at it too.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a bit too forgetful on things, but there's, I think also, then you have the recovery daters who really recovery by the book. You know, it's like we're going out on a date. I'm going to call my sponsor. I'm going to call my sponsor. You know, we're going to do this the step way. And that can be challenging as well. But it's all very above board. I mean, if you look at SLA, it has quite a list of dating advice.
It doesn't it just?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I asked you if I needed to be in SLA like 1,000 times.
Yeah.
She said no.
No, absolutely no.
Okay, so Sally, I'm a big fan of the Sally Dictionary. You have some phrases and words that you throw around that make me very, very happy. One of the words that you use frequently is demented.
Right?
I love the word demented.
Yes.
And so I decided to bring in a game called Delicious or Demented.
Okay.
And I'm going to be honest, I haven't thought the game through properly
Okay.
at all.
Yes.
But I thought that I would read out things that have turned me off very easily, and then things that I put up with also.
Okay.
And if the turn off is outrageous, then it's delicious.
Okay.
Or if something is okay, then it's delicious. If it is not, it is totally demented.
Okay.
So these are the things that have put me off in people before. V-necks.
Demented.
Really?
Yeah.
Like a really low cut V-neck on a dude. Really low cut.
It's a V-neck.
Yeah.
It's a sweater.
Yeah.
You can change a sweater.
Okay. Flip-flops? I know what you're going to say now.
Shoes, interestingly, can be a big turn off.
They're very-
I find the long brown, thin, pointy ones.
Oh my God,
I can
horrible.
I can cope with a flip flop in an appropriate area with nice feet.
You know, I was actually saying this to a girlfriend the other day, how when we used to drink, this is horrible. It just shows how it's just horrible.
Demented you were.
How demented I was. We would look at a guy's shoes if we were too drunk to notice if they were cute.
Yeah.
Because you can tell a lot by a pair of shoes.
Yeah.
So you're
And
drunk.
socks.
And socks. Oh,
Yeah.
we don't even
Yeah,
get...
yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
true.
yeah.
Oh, if a guy's wearing those like tiny little peds
Yeah.
that only wrap around your toes,
Right.
that's fair to be grossed out, right?
Well, I don't know. I quite like that. I've never met a man who's done that, but I think if he's wearing a loafer, I think that's quite European.
Again, I'll put Sally's number up at the end of the show. Okay. Oh, God. Okay, so this guy spoke about his juicer for like 10 minutes. Mm-hmm. That put me off.
Okay.
He spoke about it for 10 minutes. I asked him how his day was.
Yeah.
And he said, oh, I made some crepes. And then I got this juicer. And I I was really excited to have this juicer. So I tried out making different juices. So first I made this juice and then that juice. Is that fair? It went on 10 minutes.
10 minutes, yeah. 10 minutes is quite a long while, but yeah, I guess it's delicious because it's juice.
So we're actually, okay, so it's okay that I was put off by him.
Yeah, okay.
Is it?
I mean, I think the juice is good.
So it's Demented that I got put off by him.
It's Demented.
Okay, delicious but Demented.
Yeah.
And so then these are things that I put up with.
Right.
So the other things are stuff that just turned me off.
Sure.
This is stuff that like...
The other are icks.
Yeah.
And these are...
Let's call these things that didn't turn me on but didn't turn me off.
Okay.
Okay, so I dated a guy that would drink a liter of prune juice a day so he would shit himself.
Yeah, no.
Was I demented?
Demented.
Okay.
I think, yeah.
Okay. When I was in rehab, obviously you're really insane when you're early sobriety, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're insane. I'm a very different person now. I feel like, there's dog years. I feel like there's sobriety years.
Yeah.
Where it's been 4 years, but it's kind of like 15 years in normal person years.
Yes.
4 years ago, when I was in rehab, I fell in lust with a guy who was a meth head con man.
Okay.
And I was just like, cool.
Yeah, I think that's what we call the trauma bond.
Yeah, so demented?
Demented, absolutely.
Okay, well,
demented.
with that, Sally, thank you so much. We're going to be back in a couple other episodes for the season, answering all your questions. Sally will be here, so there'll actually be decent advice. And send all of your stuff into... Ollie's going to tell me to redo this. Please send all of your questions and blah, blah, blah to us. You can find us on social media. We are at Wet When Dry Pod across everything. And you can listen to us on all the podcast things, and you can watch us on YouTube. Unless you're gross, then please don't watch us on YouTube, because I've had some really icky stuff on Facebook, which is at Wet When Dry Pod. Okay, thank you. Ollie?